Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Learn HQ YouTube channel. I'm Emily.
And I'm David. It's so wonderful to see all of you again.
Before we dive into today's deep dive, if you want to improve your English every single week with us, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the like button. It really helps our community grow and helps more people find us.
Today we are talking about something universal, the daily routine. But we're not just listing chores. We're talking about how to turn your boring Tuesday into a powerful English learning experience.
That's right. Whether you are a student, a full-time office worker, or even a stay-at-home parent, your routine is the secret to your success. David, let's start at the very beginning. The crack of dawn. What is the first thing you do?
I wake up at 6:30 a.m. But here is my first pro tip for learners. I do not touch my phone for social media. Instead, I have an English news app or a podcast, like this one, ready to go. I spend 5 minutes listening while I'm still under the covers. It wakes up the English part of my brain before I even say hello in my native language.
I love that. My alarm goes off at 7 a.m. I get up immediately, no snooze button. While I brush my teeth and wash my face, I play a little game. I look at everything in the bathroom and name it in English: mirror, faucet, soap, towel. If I see something and don't know the word, I put a sticky note on it later with the English name. It builds your vocabulary without you even trying.
Let's move to the kitchen. For many people, breakfast is rushed, but it's a great time for English. I make breakfast, usually porridge with some honey and blueberries. It's simple and healthy. Emily, do you eat alone or with others?
I usually have breakfast with my roommate Sarah. We actually have a morning English rule. From 7:30 to 7:45, we only speak English. It's a bit funny because we are both still sleepy, but it helps us practice describing our plans. We say things like, "I have a big meeting today," or "I need to finish my essay."
That's a brilliant habit. For those who live alone, you can talk to yourself. It sounds crazy, but saying, I am making coffee now, or this toast is delicious, out loud, helps your mouth get used to the sounds of English.
And let's talk about meal preparation. I'm a big fan of Sunday meal prep. On Sundays, I spend 2 hours in the kitchen, preparing my lunches for the week. I usually make a big batch of quinoa salad or roasted vegetables and chicken.
Meal prepping is a double win. It saves you money and time during the week, and if you follow recipes in English, you learn so many action verbs. Chop, slice, boil, simmer, roast.
Exactly. When I'm packing my lunchbox, I think, okay, I have my protein, my greens, and my carbs. It's a great way to practice food vocabulary every single morning.
Now let's talk about the meat of the day. If you are a student, you go to university or attend classes. If you work, you commute to the office, or perhaps you log on to your computer from home.
For our students, here is a challenge. Try to take notes in English. Even if your professor is speaking in your native language, try to translate the key concepts in your notebook. It forces you to think in English in real time.
And for my office workers, your routine is full of English opportunities. When you check your emails or attend meetings, try to learn one new idiom or professional phrase every day. For example, instead of saying, I will check, try, I'll look into it. Or if you want to delay a topic, say, let's circle back to this later.
And don't forget the commute. Whether you are on a bus, a train, or driving, that is dead time you can use. I always see people staring at their phones. Instead, listen to an English audiobook. If you are a beginner, listen to children's stories. The English is clear and the pace is slow.
Let's talk about lunchtime. In many cultures, lunch is the most social part of the day. I usually eat out with my colleagues once or twice a week. We chat about everything: sports, movies, our families.
If you are learning English, don't eat lunch alone at your desk. Join a group. Eating with others is the best way to practice small talk. You learn how to ask questions like, "How was your weekend?" Or, "What do you think of this weather?" It's low pressure and very effective.
I also keep a vocabulary journal on my desk. Every time I hear a word in the office that I don't recognize, like deadline or feedback, I write it down. By the end of the day, I have a list of words that are actually relevant to my life.
Around 3 p.m., many people hit the afternoon slump. You feel tired and lose focus. In my routine, this is when I take a short break. I might make a cup of tea and read one short English article online, maybe about a hobby I like gardening or photography.
Speaking of that afternoon slump, let's talk about how to stay productive all day without getting burned out. Many people think productivity is just working more hours, but that's not true.
You're right, David. It's actually about energy management. My favorite tip for beginners is time blocking. This is when you dedicate a specific block of time, like 1 hour, to only one task. No phone, no social media, just focus.
I use that too. I also follow the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, like answering a quick email, I do it immediately. It stops small jobs from piling up and causing stress.
For students, I always recommend the Pomodoro Technique. Study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It makes your brain work harder and saves time in the long run.
Exactly. High productivity is about being intentional. But what happens when the workday ends? For many of us, we are exhausted. We need to switch off.
Switching off is a skill. After I leave the office or finish my last lecture, I need to signal to my brain that work time is over. For me, that signal is exercise. I go for a run or do a yoga session.
I agree. Exercise is a fantastic stress reliever. And here's the trick. Find an English-speaking yoga instructor on YouTube. You learn the names of body parts and movement verbs while you relax. Reach your arms up, breathe out, relax your shoulders. It's very meditative.
For those who don't like sports, maybe your stress relief is music or art. I love to listen to music while I cook dinner. I try to sing along to English lyrics. It helps with my pronunciation and rhythm.
Let's talk about dinner. I usually have dinner around 7:30 p.m. I try to make it a screen-free zone. No TV, no phones. If I'm eating with my family, we talk about the best part of our day. If you are a student living in a dorm, try to have a community dinner once a week where everyone speaks English. It builds such a strong bond.
Now, David, we can't talk about routines without mentioning the weekends. My Saturday is completely different from my Monday.
Oh, absolutely. On Saturdays, I sleep in. I don't set an alarm. I usually wake up naturally around 9 a.m. It's my time to recharge. Then I do the grocery shopping. I actually make my shopping list in English. Carrots, flour, laundry detergent.
I use my weekends for deep English. During the week, I'm busy, so I only do 10 or 20 minutes of study. But on Sunday afternoons, I watch a movie in English. I use English subtitles, not subtitles in my own language. If I hear a cool phrase, I pause and repeat it out loud.
Weekends are also for socializing. I might meet up with friends for a hike or a coffee. Even if my friends speak my native language, I sometimes tell them, hey, let's try to speak English for the next hour. Most friends are happy to practice too.
And don't forget the life admin. I clean the house on Saturdays. While I'm vacuuming or doing the dishes, I listen to English radio. It creates an English environment in my home, even if I live in a non-English speaking country.
As the sun goes down, it's time to wind down. You cannot go from 100% busy to asleep in 1 second. You need a transition.
My night routine starts around 9:30 p.m. I dim the lights and take a warm shower. I stop looking at blue light from my phone. Instead, I read a book. I choose a graded reader. These are books written specifically for English learners at different levels.
I do something similar. I get into my pajamas and then I write in my diary. I only write 3 to 5 sentences. Today was a busy day. I learned the word overwhelmed. I had a nice lunch with David. This practice of journaling helps you reflect on your day and practice your past tense verbs.
Then I go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I try to ensure I get 8 hours of sleep. A well-rested brain learns English much faster than a tired one.
Exactly. Sleep is when your brain moves those new words from short-term memory to long-term memory.
Wow, we covered a lot today. Let's summarize the key takeaways for our learners. We used some essential vocabulary for your daily life. 1. To wake up versus to get up. Remember, wake up is when your eyes open. Get up is when your feet hit the floor. 2. To commute. The journey you take from home to work or school. 3. To switch off. To mentally stop working and start relaxing. 4. To sleep in. To stay in bed longer than usual, usually on weekends. 5. Meal prep. Preparing your meals in advance to save time. 6. To wind down. To relax slowly before bed.
And we practice some very useful sentence patterns. I usually, but sometimes I, use this to describe your habits. I usually run in the morning, but sometimes I run at night. While I am doing something, I do something else. This is perfect for multitasking. While I am commuting, I listen to podcasts. It's a great time to... Lunch is a great time to practice small talk.
Our biggest piece of advice today is this: don't be afraid to make mistakes. The person who makes 100 mistakes a day is learning much faster than the person who says nothing because they are afraid of being wrong.
The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be consistent. If you do just 10 minutes of English every day as part of your routine, you will be amazed at where you are in 6 months.
We want you to not only be good at speaking English, but to truly enjoy your days. Use English to discover new music, new recipes, and new friends. Make it a part of your life, not just a subject in a book.
We want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what is one part of your routine where you can add a little bit of English? Is it during your coffee break? Or maybe while you brush your teeth?
We can't wait to see your ideas. Thank you so much for joining us today on English Learn HQ. Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you in the next video.
Keep shining, everyone. Bye for now.
That's all for today, folks. Goodbye, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Plus, thanks a lot for learning English with us today. Keep practicing. See you in our next video.